Tonight, on this edition of ATV News.
No matter what happens, I know I can always come here and... A record number of students have been showing up to an on-campus food pantry. We'll show you why.
New leadership for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We'll show you this historic announcement.
We've had some record-breaking rainfall this month, with more coming this week. I'll show you in weather.
All that and more, this is ATV News.
From the campus of Utah State University in Logan, Utah, the Department of Journalism and Communication presents the award-winning newscast, ATV News.
I'm grateful that each of these men, whom I admire and know so well, have accepted these sacred callings.
A big announcement from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. A new first presidency is called, the highest leadership positions within the church. Welcome to this edition of ATV News. I'm Kinsey Bitterman.
And I'm River Erickson. This historic announcement means Dallin H. Oaks is the 18th president and prophet for the Latter-day Saints. President Oaks will be sustained as prophet of the church the next general conference this April, alongside his newly appointed counselors.
I'm not called to be honored, but called to serve. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to serve at the side of President Dallin H. Oaks.
President Oaks called Henry B. Eyring as his first counselor and D. Todd Christofferson as second counselor. Jeffrey R. Holland was officially announced as the president of the Quorum of the 12 Apostles after serving as acting president for almost 2 years.
Many picnic tables are popping up across campus, but the food on them isn't meant for students. Alicia Archibald joins us live. Alicia, you spoke with the creator, correct?
That's right, Kinsey. I spoke to the creator of these tiny tables and the student who wants to bring them across the state.
If you've been on Utah State University campus this semester, you may have seen these small tables.
It brings me joy.
And if you're lucky enough, you may catch some squirrels having a snack.
It makes me really happy to see it pop up on my feed.
Or you may be one of USU Squirrel Squad's over 700 followers on social media.
I first found the squirrels actually on the Instagram.
This was all created by an Aggie alumni who asked to stay anonymous, but they say their goal is to spread joy.
We live in a rough time and we need little things to bring us joy.
These tables are scattered all across campus, and now there's one more place you can find them.
I hope someone else, even as dorky as it is, they find some joy in it.
Thanks to their social media page, one online USU student saw the tables and wanted to share the joy.
Almost all my friends and family do go to this school.
To a campus that Tay says has had a difficult month.
The Charlie Kirk shooting, I've had a couple of friends who ended up dropping out of the school because it impacted them really strongly.
Tay had planned to be at the event where Charlie Kirk was shot.
Every video there was someone that I knew, and I had family that was in the front row when it happened. I don't imagine what I would be like if I was there.
She reached out to the creator, who agreed to make a single table specifically made for healing.
We can just connect over something positive, and that's equally impactful.
Now, there's 4 of these tables just like this here at USU, and there's one on UVU campus. The creator said that a fan reached out to them and asked for the woodworking plans so that they can make some of their own. So there's a chance you may see some outside of Utah State. Reporting live, Alicia Archibald, ATV News. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Alicia.
Oh, so that's what those mini picnic tables around campus are for.
Yeah, I actually just noticed one yesterday across from the TSC, and I'll have to keep my eyes up for more because I'm sure the squirrels are getting ready for winter. And, speaking of that cooler weather, Avonlea joins us at the desk.
That's right, the weather is getting cooler and starting to feel more like winter. We are taking a look at these clouds before rain here on campus. The current temperature is 57 degrees.
Everyone should have ag in the classroom.
Do your kids know where their food comes from? Coming up, I'll show you what teachers are doing to educate young consumers.
You sure you don't want some? It's chamomile.
Listen.
You are extremely terrifying. Just the scariest undead subhuman thing on TV, and I really mean that. But I am worried that you could give my kids nightmares if they see you, so I'm gonna have to block you. So that's it. Oh, and tell the zombies they're blocked too.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
Let's look at this shots from this rainy past weekend. We even hit record-breaking rainfall this month. Let's take a closer look at our national radar. Welcome back from the break. I'm Avonlea with ATV Weather. As you can see, the east does not have a lot going on, but the west, especially over here in Nevada, Idaho, and Utah, has some showers. Let's zoom in a little bit more on our state radar. As you can see, the north of Utah has some showers this week as the system will move to the east. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Today through Thursday, we have some light showers with weather temperature from 56 today to 51 tomorrow. But as we head towards the end of the week, the temperature will start to increase and we'll end this week with some sun. I'm Avonlea with ATV Weather. Back to you on the desk.
Thanks, Avonlea. The food pantry here on campus has seen a huge increase in students coming to their doors asking for food and hundreds more needing help. Julie Rodriguez shows us why.
A pantry full of donated food.
I've been coming here for about 3-4 years now.
Available for students, staff, and faculty at Utah State University.
A really big, good safety net for me, just knowing like, no matter what happens, I know I can always come here.
All for free.
The convenience is super easy.
Student Nutrition Access Center, also known as SNAC, first started in 2010.
It just started off in a little closet.
And now...
And it has grown significantly since then.
Student Nutrition Access Center has seen an increase of students in taking advantage of the free snacks they provide.
Saw about 6,000 people coming in and it was super fun.
That was 6,000 students in 1 month. The coordinator says usually around 700 students come each week, but this semester they've had 1,500 weekly, and they don't know why.
I just learned about it from connections.
Students say they're talking about snack more, and that it's making a difference.
I don't have to be nervous, like, am I going to be able to eat because I have the snack?
Julie Rodriguez, ATV News.
Student Nutrition Access Center is on the 3rd floor of the TSC building, and they are now offering students dairy products.
Utah State University houses a program called Utah Agriculture in the Classroom through USU Extension. I was able to see how the program is taking action to connect students to the agriculture around them.
Life on the farm might seem distant from your everyday life, but it's closer than you think.
If you look at the trends in agriculture, it shows that less and less people are involved.
Matt Yost, an agroclimate extension specialist for Utah State University, meaning he helps farmers and ranchers in Utah prepare and deal with impacts of weather and climate like drought.
I try to do things to help the agriculture industry deal with that.
But he's not the only one trying to help the agricultural industry in Utah. Some are trying to make connections with our young consumers.
That way they can have that world-to-school connection.
Real-world connections to irrigation systems like this that help make hay to feed beef cattle like this,
who then become our food just like this.
There's just not enough rain to keep our plants alive.
At Lincoln Elementary School, Mrs. Treasure's third grade class is learning about agriculture and specifically the ag they can find in Cache Valley.
Today's ag lesson was to teach kids about 4 different types of irrigation systems that they can see in Utah, but specifically Cache Valley as well.
Utah Ag in the Classroom aims to reconnect our youth to agriculture, which is involved in everything.
Ag in the Classroom educates students on the importance of agriculture and how it truly impacts everything in their lives.
This program is designed for teachers to add lessons about agriculture into everyday curriculum and connecting students to where their food comes from.
It's crazy that something so huge that we all rely on and there's such a big disconnect.
And they say it's working.
Having something that they could instantly connect with that impacts everyone just bridges that gap and makes them automatically want to be involved.
Right now, 160,000 students in the Beehive State are learning the curriculum.
I think wonderful when we can start at such a young age to teach and just open kids' minds to what's possible and why it's so important.
Schools here in Cache Valley are using the Utah Agriculture in the Classroom program to encourage ag literacy and to educate young consumers.
It's so cool that these kids get an opportunity to learn about where their food comes from.
Yes, it's such a neat program. And coming up,
well, I noticed they had like some bars, like some posts coming up. I'm like, what are they doing?
there's a new project at USU designed to help shed some light. We'll show you what is bright, what is bringing in the sun.
Homecoming is this week. We'll show you how USU clubs kicked off the celebration. Welcome back to ATV News. A new project at Utah State University is attracting more sunlight to Logan's campus.
On the corner of 1400 North and 1200 East,
I noticed they had like some posts coming up.
there is a new solar farm for Utah State University. USU Utilities team said Utah State University is expanding solar energy capacity to hopefully cut back on the cost of utilities.
We're glad that people are seeing what we're doing because a lot of the projects kind of go unseen being on the roofs of buildings.
Chris Garf, who lives in Logan and is a professor at USU, had solar panels on his home, which created some doubts.
The promise of not having to pay a utility company just wasn't true. So it essentially 1.5 my utility price.
At a home, a lot of folks bank on being able to send the power back to the grid, and then when they need the power, then they're in a way buying it back.
But at USU,
we plan to use all the power that's produced.
Although Chris didn't see the worth of the panels on his own home.
I do like it when I see universities utilizing solar panels.
In addition to the new solar panels next to the USU practice facility, USU is also adding new solar panels to the top of this parking garage.
We are projecting that they'll produce 3 million kilowatt hours.
According to USU facilities, that is equivalent to powering approximately 150 houses. And
Blue Sky community gets the benefits of the renewable power.
Kaylee Moss, ATV News.
USU is also installing solar panels on the Uinta campus in Vernal and hopes to expand this project to USU Eastern.
It's homecoming week, and to kick it off, USU clubs gathered at the TSC bus loop to paint. The USUSA Traditions Committee planned the painting night, and they say the purpose is to bring awareness to the clubs and to promote them.
Essentially, we've got about 70 clubs and organizations throughout the bus loop who are painting some cool designs to represent their club and also to spread awareness of the causes they care about.
You can check out the artwork for yourself. It lasts for most of the school year.
Thank you for joining us for this edition of ATV News.
We'll leave you with shots of Logan.
Have a great week, Cache Valley.